Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Shaw, and I am the Director of Interiors at a firm called The Turett Collaborative. We are both architects and interior designers here at this firm, and we've been in the city of New York for 25 years. I wouldn't say that I always knew that I wanted to be a designer, but I always was interested in experience, space, art, design, all of it from a very young age. I think a lot of it is, the exposure I had as a child because of my mother being an artist and a teacher. I have so many great memories of just spending time at a very young age in art galleries, experiencing sculpture in many forms, being exposed to textile design. Going to theater was a big kind of moment for me. We spent a lot of time just experiencing different types of performances. And I think the magic of watching sets change and lighting and environments really impacted me. And it was actually one of my ideas was to pursue set design. But then I got very practical at a very young age, and I thought, no, I think I'll have a broader audience if I go for interior design. Our firm's clientele, because we've been around for 25 plus years, it's definitely taken an arc. There's been a pattern there. We are known today for residential work, first and foremost, but we didn't start that way. It was more in the commercial realm. And then you build relationships with people, and then they ask you to do their homes, and then suddenly you find yourself in the world of architecture for whether it's ground up or renovations. My relationship with Wayne started with a commercial project. It was Tommy Boy Records back in the late 90s. And from that's a perfect example of where it then became a relationship more personal when we were doing his home. And so there was a time in the market when things were changing. We were located in Tribeca. And so that whole emergence of converting warehouse spaces into residential, we were just in the right place at the right time with relationships with the right people, I think. Fortunate in that regard, that we found ourselves being involved in a lot of the work that was happening residentially in those conversions. Residential is really a mainstay. On the architecture side, we do ground up and just gut renovations. On the interior side, it really is whatever the client's needs are. So it can vary from, I'm buying this new home, I want to tear out X, Y, and Z and furnish everything, to I'm moving and I love half of what I have and I need to integrate that into this new space, and can you help me? So we all cover the spectrum. I think the biggest one that is in the forefront of a lot of people's thinking at the moment is AI and how that's going to affect things. It's very intimidating, and who knows really, but it's going to mean that as creative individuals in the design industry, all designers are, we're sought after because of the human touch and our individuality and our access to resources and other people and collaborators. My fear is, though, that it's only going to be accessible to, there'll be a smaller percentage of people that will really be seeking that. If you can go to your computer and type in the style of such and such or blah, 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 or whatever designer era style, and have AI help produce something for you. That's really scary. On the other side of things, we need to accept and embrace the fact that this is happening soon. So I think now is the time to really be thinking, how can I use this to my advantage? Whether it's in the form of really working through prototyping things and a rendering form, or better visual presentations that we can produce for our clients. I think we've all evolved, all of us, through the experience of COVID, to work this way on Zoom or whatever platform it is you're working, but to be presenting and really counting and leaning in on your renderings and drawings to be able to present and communicate your design. So hopefully we can find ways to just harness AI technology and help us. Sustainability, climate change, I mean, another unfortunate thing, but we're waking up to, with the amount of natural disasters that are happening, it's just really rocking the foundations of a lot of things and feelings of uncertainty. So I think as we move forward as an industry, both as architects and interior designers, we need to be mindful of these things. And I don't want to say that coming from the most kind of dreadful scenario, but in terms of sustainability or energy efficiency, one of the things that our office is, just the founder of our office, Wayne Turett, is very much an advocate of passive house architecture and building practices. It's something that I think we will be able to turn our clients on to more now, as we all kind of come to grips with the reality of the world we're living in today. I wanted to share just because she's had a recent renaissance and I'm very happy for her. So I grew up in Southern Ontario, and like many young girls, I took some modern dance classes at a dance school in my hometown. And in my class was Linda Evangelista. So I have photos of me perched on a little podium because I was the shortest one in the group with my little outfit on. And Linda's, of course, in the front row because she's the tallest. And there was probably a group of about 14 girls. But she's having a renaissance, as are, the other kind of supermodels of the day. I just saw recently in a lot of media recently from Fashion Week. And I'm just so thrilled to see those women again, looking so fabulous and being so wonderful. And it made me think, yeah, I once knew Linda Evangelista. We danced together.